Find the following areas under the standard normal curve. Part A, to the left of z equals negative 0.38. Before we find this area, let's draw a normal curve. The numbers on the bottom represent z-scores. We are wanting the area to the left of z equals negative 0.38, so let's find negative 0.38 on the bottom axis. Now we will draw a line up to the top of the normal curve. Let's shade the area to the left. Now let's go to table 5 to find the area to the left. Let's find z equals negative 0.38. First we find negative 0.3 and then we go under 8 and we get 0.3520. We find that the area to the left is 0.3520. And this represents the area to the left of z equals negative 0.38. Part B, area to the right of z equals 1.25. Let's find 1.25 on the bottom axis. Now let's draw a line up to the top of the normal curve. We want to find the area to the right, so let's shade to the right of z equals 1.25. Now let's go to table 5. Remember that table 5 will give us the area to the left of z equals 1.25. Now let's find z equals 1.25. We need to go to the next page to find 1.25. First we find 1.2 and then we find 0.05 and we get 0.8944. From the table we get that the area to the left of z equals 1.25 is 0.8944. So this area here to the left is 0.8944. However, we don't want the area to the left, we want the area to the right. Remember that the total area under the normal curve is 1. So to find the area to the right, we need to compute 1 minus 0.8944. And we get 0.1056. So the area to the right of z equals 1.25 is 0.1056. Part C, the area between z equals negative 1.02 and z equals 2.94. Negative 1.02 is here, and 2.94 is here. Let's draw lines from the z-scores up to the top of the normal curve. Now let's shade the area between the two regions. Remember that table 5 only gives us areas to the left. This green area is the area to the left of negative 1.02. The pink area is the area to the left of z equals 2.94. Notice that the area that we're trying to find is the pink minus the green area. So to compute the area between these two values, we will subtract the green area from the pink area. So that means we will subtract the area to the left of negative 1.02 from the area to the left of z equals 2.94. In table 5, we need to look for the area to the left of negative 1.02 and z equals 2.94. Now let's go to table 5. Now let's find z equals negative 1.02. First we find negative 1.0, and then we find 0.02, and we get 0.1539. Now let's find 2.94. We need to go to the next page to find z equals 2.94. First let's find 2.9, that's right here, and now let's find 0.04, and that's right here, and we have 0.9984. The area to the left of z equals negative 1.02 is 0.1539. The area to the left of z equals 2.94 is 0.9984. Now let's subtract the areas. If you can't remember which area to subtract from which one, remember that you will always be subtracting the smaller area from the larger area, and you should always get a positive area. Put this in your calculator and we get 0.8445. And this is the area between z equals negative 1.02 and z equals 2.94. Let's find areas under the normal curve in StatCrunch. Go to Stat, Calculators Normal. For part A, we want the area to the left of a z-score, which is negative 0.38. If you are given a z-score that you need to find the area for, you will leave the mean as 0 and the standard deviation as 1. Now, we want the area to the left of negative 0.38, so that's going to be this one here. We have two options, less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So we're going to choose less than or equal to. and the z-score that we have is negative 0.38. And now you're going to press compute, and we get 0.3520 if we round to 4 decimal places. Now for part B, we want the area to the right of 1.25. Again, 1.25 is a z-score, so we're going to leave the mean as 0 and the standard deviation as 1. Because we want the area to the right, we're going to go ahead and change this to greater than or equal to, and then type 1.25. Press compute, and we get approximately 0.1056 if we round to 4 decimal places. So notice when you use StatCrunch, you don't have to compute the area to the left and then subtract. You can find just the area to the right. Now for part C, we wanted to find the area between two z-scores. So if you look right here, we have a standard, which is the one that we're on now, and we also have a between. So notice here that it shades the region between two values. So again, we're trying to find the area between a z-score of negative 1.02 and 2.94. So again, because we're finding the area between z-scores, we're going to have a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. Now here you're going to put the lower z-score, so this is negative 1.02, and over here you're going to put the higher z-score, which is 2.94. Now press compute, and we get approximately 0.8445 if we round to 4 decimal places.